Hey guys, this video is to show the process of how to convert leads into appointments. These customers or people are seeing an ad on Facebook or the internet talking about solar, going solar for zero down. Um, they are clicking on a link that says find out if your home qualifies or find out if your roof qualifies, and they fill out their information. They click on the link. There's a little information board. They're filling out their first name, their last name, their phone number, their address, and we get that information. As soon as that lead is submitted, you get a notification on your phone through Slack that a new lead came in. It also goes to a Google Sheet. So as soon as a new lead, I get notified there's a new lead, I go to the Google Sheet. Should have the customer's name, phone number, and address. I'm going to copy the address or the phone number, and the first thing I do is I use Google Voice, and I have a Google Voice account that's linked to a local number to them. So if you're working in a few different markets, you have a couple different Google Voice accounts. Each number is local to them, so they're getting texted by a local number. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to start a new text message with that person. I'm going to use my own number here, 951. So I'm going to type in the phone number or copy and paste the phone number into a new text message. I'm going to then text the homeowner and say, hey, use their name, so-and-so. I'll put Joey. That's my name. Hey, Joey. This is so-and-so from so-and-so. This is Joey with Clean Energy Advisors. I got your request. I am going to look at your roof now through Google. Hey, this is Joey from Clean Energy Advisors. I got your request. I'm going to take a look at your roof now through Google. Enter. Okay, I sent them a text message. Hopefully you're contacting these leads. Hopefully you're contacting these leads within 5 minutes of them filling it out. And the first thing you're going to do in the morning when a bunch of leads came in at night when no one was working is you're going to knock these all out and say, hey, this is Joey, Clean Energy Advisors. I got your request. I'm going to look at your roof now through Google. Then what you do is, still on a text message, you copy their address. You look at their home address on Google Maps. I use my iPad. So you're going to look at their home address, then you're going to screenshot it into a photo. If you're using a computer, you can snip it out and copy and paste as a photo. And I'm going to text them. Google Voice allows you to text photos. I'm going to text them a picture of the roof and say, is this your home? The reason you want to start off this way instead of just giving them a phone call is they don't know where the phone call is coming from. Sometimes they may answer, sometimes they're busy. A lot of times text messages are the easiest way for them to initially respond to you. So texting them a picture of their home lets them know, hey, there's somebody on the other side that's texting me who is looking at a picture of my home as we speak. This is a strong question and a strong way to get them to respond back to you. Is this your home? If you got a picture of your home text to you, somebody's looking at your house, I'm going to respond to them because I'm curious and I filled out my information initially to look into this. So what this looks like on our end is, hey, this is Joey with Clean Energy Advisors. I got your request. I'm going to look at your roof now through Google. Is this your home? With a picture of the home. If it is their home, When they filled out their correct information, they're going to text back yes or no, it's not. I'm the one that's down the street. Sometimes Google doesn't exactly show it, and you can help locate where their home is. Okay, yes, we got their home. Okay. Now what you're going to do is the best way to convert these leads is over the phone. Catching them on the phone is super important, because if you go through the whole process through text messages, the likelihood that they'll continue to text you through the entire process drops as they get busier through the day, or maybe they're just kind of curious, but they don't want any commitment from just a text message. Being over the phone and being able to explain things and qualify them over the phone will allow you to move them through the entire process more likely than doing it over text message. So as soon as they respond to me, yes, this is my home, I'm going to let them know. I'm going to give them a call. I'll say, great, I'll give you a quick call to verify qualifications. So I don't ask them if it's okay to call them. I just let them know I'm going to give you a quick call right now to verify qualifications. Sometimes they'll respond to that yes, okay, or a lot of times too, if it's a really bad time for them, they'll say, hey, no thanks. But I'm going to get them over the phone, and I'm going to walk them through a couple of questions. I let them know, hey, I'm just following up with your request, right? You're the one that filled out your information on Facebook to see if your home qualifies. That was you. Okay. So I'm looking at your home now. You live at this address. Your home is the one that has the tree in the front, or you're the ones who face south and you have this big backyard, or explain the home and make sure that, confirm that you're really talking about the same home. The qualifications, you want them to feel like you're qualifying them to see if their home's going to be good for solar or not. The first question I always ask is how old is the home? Then I ask them, how old is the roof? I want to make sure that they're on a permanent foundation, that I'm not dealing with a mobile home or a trailer. Is your home built on a permanent foundation? That's one of the requirements. I'm going to ask them how much monthly they're spending on electricity. Then I'm going to confirm whether or not they're retired, and if they have taxable income. Once all those things are verified and it looks decent, they don't have a crazy amount of trees that are going to disqualify them, I'll let them know, hey, your home is a good candidate for solar. And now I want to have them sell themselves a bit on the idea of solar. They just filled out their information requesting some info of how solar would work for the home. I want them to really verbalize and consciously think, what about solar is it that I'm actually interested in? So I'm going to say, hey, your home looks like a good candidate for solar. What's your main interest in solar? What are you hoping to see? They're going to give me a couple of reasons. I really want to focus in on that point and make sure that the customer really is interested in solar. So if I feel like I need to have them sell themselves a little bit more, I'm going to dig a little bit. Hey, what's your main interest? Oh, I hope to see cost savings. Okay, do you know anyone that's gone solar before? Do you have any friends or family? They do or they don't? Do they love it? Do they not love it? Okay. Whatever their interest is, the next step, I want to confirm that whatever it is they're interested about solar is definitely possible. I'm going to explain why it's possible. So if they say, hey, my main interest is getting rid of my power bill and saving money. Okay, that's great. The way that this program works is the government, in the form of a tax credit, they pay for all of the upfront out-of-pocket cost. If the home gets enough sun, which it looks like you probably get all your sun maybe on the front of the home or towards the side, right? Okay. If the home gets enough sun, the solar eliminates the power bill, meaning that the home's just now generating all of its own electricity. And when that happens, homes end up spending a lot less monthly to have solar produce its energy than what they were doing previous with the power company. Does that make sense? Perfect. Now that I explained those benefits, I confirmed that their initial interest is possible. I still need leverage to build into the appointment and momentum, so I'm going to do a little pullback. Does that make sense why homes would want to go solar? Like your interest is definitely possible, but the biggest thing that we run into are homes wanting to move forward, but they just don't end up qualifying. I give a little pause. Sometimes they'll say, what does it take to qualify? But I want to let them know, hey, a lot of homes look at the numbers, it makes complete sense, but they just don't end up qualifying. That's the biggest thing we run into. That's when I'm going to confirm credit score. So just up front, Mr. Homeowner, we do need to know whether or not you or someone in the house has a 650 plus credit score. Is that going to be an issue? Are we going to be okay? They're going to confirm yes or no, as long as we're good to go there. Okay. Now what it comes down to is the home does have to pass a structural and an electrical inspection. We just need to make sure that the home can support the solar. And then I'm just going to tell them what the next steps are. Mr. Homeowner, what we do from here is we take a look at your power bill and we build a proposal. No, that's not how I say it. How I say it is, hey, Mr. Homeowner, what we do from here is we take a look at your power bill and then we set a time to have one of our energy auditors swing by the home. They'll be able to build you a proposal that shows you how much energy your roof can produce and what the savings would look like monthly if you were to move forward and qualify. Would an afternoon or an evening be best to have them swing by? And I just dive right into the appointment. Set the appointment. They give me a time and a day. Hopefully you're scheduling these within the first 2 to 3 to 4 days, no longer than 4 days. Once it's set, I'm going to reconfirm the bill and say, hey, are you going to have a problem at all sending me a bill today? Do you get paper bills online? Is there going to be any trouble you getting us a bill, a copy of your bill? Really push for that. You have their number too, so at the end of the day you can text them. If they didn't text over a copy of the bill, text them. If they shoot you a bill, they're a super solid customer. They're pre-qualified. They're interested. They put forth effort towards the appointment. Now, if when I'm texting them initially and I say, great, can I give you a quick call to verify qualifications? And they say, no, right now is not a good time. Another time would be better. If they're really good at texting me, but the phone call is too much right now, I'm going to try to go through the process through text messages. I'm not going to reschedule for another day to call them. I'm going to say, that's fine, I know you're busy. What we can do is, I just have a couple quick questions to see if the home's a good candidate. Is it okay if I text you? If they're really good at texting, they'll let me text them. Okay, and then I'll just walk them through that qualifying process over text messages. If at some point during that time they fall off or they stop responding, I still have their number. The next day I'm going to give them a call once or twice, and I'm going to call these leads over the course of a week. I'm going to call them up to 12 times. A lot of these leads that dry up and get a little bit old will answer in a few days from now. When you call on the old leads, the way you want to introduce yourself is, hey, this is Joey. Is this Mark? Okay, Mark, this is Joey with Clean Energy Advisors. You're the one. The reason I'm calling is because you filled out your information on Facebook, right? That was you. Get them to admit they filled out their information. And since it's a really cold call, I'm going to have them sell themselves right then and tell me why they were interested and why they even put in their information in the first place. And then from there, I'm going to say, hey, let me pull up your home really quick. Take a look at the roof. I just got a couple questions to see if the home's a good candidate. Do you have a couple minutes? Cool. Okay, so once again, the process is you want to verify how old the home is. How old is the roof? You want to make sure their home's on a permanent foundation. Talk about how much they're spending a month on electricity. Talk about how much sun they get and what the trees look like. And then you want to have them sell themselves once their home looks like a good candidate. Sell themselves, make sure that they're not retired or they do have a taxable income, they qualify. And then you're going to make sure they have good credit and then lead into the appointment.